Good morning, everybody. This is Max Farrell from DexFXMarkets.com, and today is the 21st of May. And boy, I can tell you I'm excited, but I'm exhausted. It's been a long night. I'm not even putting on my can because I look like death warmed over. After this video, I think I'm going to take a spa day or something because last night I was doing a video and somebody's like, Max, you're looking old. Yes, I'm tired. It's been a long couple of weeks as we've been building stuff out, but let's jump right into it. Yesterday, we did a little bit of release of information on our Dex Atomic TV, our trading view system, and prepare yourself for releasing the process of commodity trading. Not so much on DexFXMarkets.com, but an independent process through TradingView with our charts and our systems on board. I'm looking really forward to it. I'm going to jump over to TradingView right now. As you can kind of see, here we are. I went through painstakingly and made some layouts on some charts. Now, listen, if you're not used to TradingView, I get it. This is it looks pretty confusing. It looks inundating. It's overwhelming, whatever you want to say, but it is probably the best system that I have built so far. So let's just kind of dive right in here. I created the loadouts for the charts. We're going to do, let's just say we're going to do commodities on the 1 hour first. It is the top of an even hour, so we could do commodities on 2 and 3 hours. If we look at, let me see if I can find, I have so many windows open. Trading times for commodities, gold, 10 a.m., 11, 12, and 1 p.m. These are trading times, not expiries. The 10 a.m. is for the 11 expiry, and of course the 1 p.m. is for the 2 o'clock expiry. So we're just going to jump right in and have a look. I'm running a little late on this, so I do apologize, but we're going to give it a shot here, okay? We're going to look at the NASDAQ 1, and let me get back over to, there we go. Okay, the NQ1 is the US Tech 100. We're going to pull up that information now. This is the first time I'm trading in a live situation, so please bear with me as far as live online. US Tech 100. We're going to do a 9 to 11. Now we also may be way out of whack with, okay, that's for, there we go. We do have a signal there. This is for 2 hour, okay? We're going to shoot down to load, and we're going to do indices 1 hour. There we go. We have a signal on the Dow Jones, the Wall Street 30. Should have put the names in there as well. It's only 15 minutes. There we go. YM. Yep, Wall Street 30, that's what I thought. Just getting used to the names from being converted over. Okay, there we go. Now back over again. And let's look at the markets on this one. We'll expand it out beyond. Looks like we got some good information from this right on the left side here at 24,548. 24,548. 24,548. That would be right around in this area. I see we do that one. And do it at 25. Oh, 75. Place order. May get bought up. but that's a working order. Putting that line right there. All right. Now, let's jump back down and look at, do we have any other ones? There's another one. Evening Russell. RT. US small cap. There we go. Now, again, I'd be trading this right at the top of the hour. And I'm all over the place with my charts and everything else that I got going on. So I do apologize. So let's expand that out. Let's get ourselves a number. Seems to be a lot of volatile stuff happening this morning anyway. So we're sort of playing just kind of grabbing levels, really strong levels. It's a little bit different than when we grab Forex levels. $13.47. There we go. That's much better, like that. I'm almost better off down in this area here at this other deviation, 1342. 1342. 1340 looks like a pretty good number. Even 1345 would be pretty good too. Okay. Both in working orders. Again, probably been a lot better if I had gotten them when I got in. But again, this is just sort of a test run this morning. I'm running a little bit behind in our solution. So we do apologize, but we're going to try to do an invite to some people as we're in testing. Join us this. There we go. Get a few things closer. There we go. It takes a little bit. I'm going to change up the way this is laid out too. I got this information. It'll be in the training. There we go. We got our first buy-in. US small cap 2000. 1350 for 1345. So we'll hang on to that. Jump down, looks good. 2 on there, good. Now let's jump over to, let's go look at commodities right now on the 1 hour. Load a chart. Hit commodities for 1 hour. See if we got anything. Boy. Yeah. All right. So we got crude oil. It's looking pretty good. Let's look at that one. It's 34.52 crude oil. $34.52, $34.58, $34.38. Oh, something's up with that. Let's see here. $34.50. 34.50 on the sell. 34.58. Bet you we can get in that range. No, too much. Let's do that. That's like a really odd number in there for. All right, there we go. It looks like we're. Now remember, crude oil, there's a lot of stuff happening today. Definitely have to look at some news. You have to be a little bit more entailed at looking at news and being aware of social environment. But for the most part, we could kind of trust the levels in our solution. Let's drop down. Well, silver's got a line on to gold is a big impulsive move right now. Really pushing off these levels. So we'll jump back over to into silver, but silver's got a pretty pushed margin on it right now. So, all right, I'm going to jump into I guess we can look at some 2 hour and 2 hour commodities. Let's look at those real quick. This is what happens, everyone. There's gold shooting its little mouth off. And there's crude again, also has a signal on for the 2 hour, but on the buy, that's wild. Here's our line down here, 33.95 on the buy. 33.95 on the buy for 12. 33.95 on the buy for 12. That in, see what happens. I love that statement, see what happens. Like, we don't know what's going to happen. All right, there's natural gas, nothing. Definitely not touching gold. That's so much, that's so wild. Probably could have got hit right there, could have picked up if we'd been on within the first 15 minutes. But this is basically it. The system that we developed here. Let me load some 1 hour, some 2 hour. Let's do 2 hour masters. This is the first 5 pairs that are on board. And we had Euro USD has a signal. Let's pop it up and have a look at it. Boy, there we go. This has a good return right there, but again, there's another one right here. Excuse me. Beg your pardon. Right here. Social distancing myself here. I got to clean my glasses. I have to put my hand up because I'm used to covering my face when I sneeze. Knock my glasses off. That could be another deviation. 109.89 on the 2 hour. Allergies are kicking in today. We're going to look at that. 09.88. There she is. Ooh, we could possibly right in it, right there. Done. All right, we're on for two good trades. Now, at this point, you have to make a decision. Is my date, is my time done? Am I done for the day? You know, am I just going to sit here, watch these two pairs fire off, do their thing, right? Because if you feel good about the two trades you just got into, then this is where your market is, right? This is about as much of the market you want on at any one time. 2 trades, 3 trades, 4 trades. When you get up to 5 or 6, you're getting way too many. You got too many irons in the fire, right? When you got too many irons in the fire, for all you blacksmith out there, knocks down the heat of your station and kind of takes away what needs to be done for some of the metal, right? That's why they say there's too many irons in the fire. You got to pull some of them out because you need good heat on one piece of equipment. So that's what this is. We need good heat. Only get in anything you're absolutely sure about. Excuse me 1 second. Do apologize. I had to blow my nose because allergies are just kicking off. 0981. But see, still it's minus $10, but it's so 6 or 7 pips under. So the Euro USD over a 2-hour period. There is news. I think there is news in. Let's have a look. Yeah, lots of news that happened at 8:30. We got some 10 o'clock news that was pumping around. It's probably punching cold. Yeah. We're trading in news time right at the moment. Heavy news. Heavy news. We're still using price action and some variant stuff in there, but still lots of heavy news. Natural gas storage in 6 minutes. No, it's only a one bull, but still. You know, we got tons of news happening in USD right in here. So again, this was all just about being able to go back and forth, start training myself in the process of going back and forth, getting to know what each one is, where it sits, how it looks on nadex. And so far, I don't know about you guys, but I think it's pretty damn impressive. I think there's a lot of good stuff that's in there right now. Let's see who's writing me. All right. Let's see here. If you're in the Discord, it should be. Where was that at? No, need to see. All right, I'm going to leave these up here for a little bit as I squirrel around and figure out more of the process here. There we go. Close that off. Just need more room. Beauty part about the charts is that, you know, you can have multiples up, but you have to have a premium account. You have to have a pro premium account. And how much does it cost? 14, 15 bucks, right? For a pro account. Let's look at TradingView right now. And I'm going to go back to the main site for TradingView. And why am I showing you this today? Why do you care how much TradingView costs? Because to get these charts, you need to have an account. Okay. I have a premium account. It's cost 59 bucks a month. Now, here's what I'm willing to do for all of you guys that are like founders and co-founders and all that kind of stuff, right? I'm going to give you these charts. I'm going to give them to you. I'm going to give you the process. If you have an account through here, I'm going to give you the code. I'm going to give you access to it. Okay. You get it absolutely free, but you're still going to need, I think the minimum is, and I have to find out for sure. Okay. But I think the minimum is a pro account. Let me see if I got that right. Excuse me for 1 second on my mess here. Trading view. Let me log out, sign out here. And if you join for free, you can get a free account, of course. But I think, let's turn, silly. Let me sign in here on this one, on my personal one. If I say Go Pro, here's the pricing. Okay. Pro 14, 29, and 59. Okay. So I can send you over a link to get one of these. Okay. I can send you a link over to get one of these, which you'll get a little, you'll get a little bit of a kick in there. But if you're not a founder or a co-founder or what have you, and you're like, Max, well, how much does the charge cost? Well, the charge costs $100 a month for me to get to you. $100 a month. That's what they cost. Now that's not too bad, right? But then you're like, Max, I got to pay for this too, right? Well, I'll tell you what, when I send you over, right? If you already got an account, don't worry about it. You should just pay the $100. Okay. If I send you over and you buy the system through mine, I get a referral fee, right? Transparency here, folks. Transparency. I get a cut of this $14.95, $29.95, or $59.95, and I think it's like 20% or whatever it is. Okay, whatever I get, I'll take off of your bill, right? So if I get $20, I'm going to take $20 off your bill every month. Okay, so there'll be a link that I'll have when I put this out. When we put this out there, we're going to have a deal for people. If you buy through us, you're going to be able to remove a certain amount of money off. Okay. That's the way we work here. But you need that upper echelon account because you won't be able to do this. If you got premium, you could do this. You got all the charts, you got multiple indicators, you got all this stuff on here. Okay. So if you can't do this, then what use is it to you? I mean, if you can only use one chart at a time, it's going to be a pain in the butt, but you could do it. Right? So there we go. All right. How are we doing on the trades? 1344. We're getting pretty close on the US small cap. But again, I'm not surprised. These are the first times trading at this level, and especially heavy news. So we're going to keep tracking it. Let me jump. I'll just leave this here for a minute. I'm right back. You all seen that? The Wall Street 30 just came on. US small caps kind of playing around. There we go. Now there's a teaching moment. There is a process called one-to-one, right? And we kind of know what our relationship is right now with trading. Our relationship with trading right now is all about money, okay? And money has a risk and reward overtone to it, right? Everything you do, every sort of like a binary. You either got it or you don't. That's the primary one, right? You either got money or you don't got money. And when you don't got money, you're trying to figure out how to get it. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Alibaba. I don't care if you're Buddha or whoever, you know. When you don't got money, you're always trying to figure out how the hell you get it in one form or another, right? You may be, I don't know, enlightened enough to where it doesn't bother you as much, but the average human being wants money. So let's talk about that just for a second here. These numbers that we have down in here are all about risk and reward, right? The risk to, or even versus reward. Okay. And when we risk a certain amount to make a certain amount. Now in nadex, you can only ever really risk between the two parties an equality of $100. Okay. So if one person's risking 25, the other person is risking 75 within the trade. Okay. Because there's you and there's them. Okay. So the process here is that there's always an equality of 100 units or dollars or whatever, right? So it's just 100. So if I'm risking 25, the other person's risking 75, or in this case, I'm risking 25, or I'm looking to make 25, the other person's looking to risk 74, 75. Get where that's going? Okay. So if it was 50-50, if I risked $50 for that person to make $50 or to lose $50, right? This would be a 1-to-1 relationship. Okay. Because my side of the bet fits into his side of the bet one time. Okay. If I'm risking 25 and he's risking 75, if I'm risking 25 and he could win 75, or he's only not at risk, but for him, he's going to, if I'm going to win 25 and he's going to lose 75. So I would win and what he would lose, right? I would win this and he would lose this, right? Then this is because it fits into it 3 times, this is a 3-to-1 risk to reward. Okay. Now I'm risking $75, okay, to win 25. So my reward is 25. My risk is 75. So that's a 3-to-1 risk to reward. The best one in the world is a risk to reward of 1-to-1, right? But the more the number is higher, the more we make. Like I think I got that back. I did that backwards. So it's a 1-to-3 is if I'm risking 75 to make 25. It's that way. I do apologize. It's been a long morning, right? Because when I'm risking 25, this is the risk side, right? If I'm risking 25, I want to be able to make 75 in this encounter, right? And this would be a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio, and this would be really good. But a good one is, a 1-to-1 is good. But in our case, we rarely ever get to a 1-to-1 risk to reward or a 3-to-1 risk to reward unless what happens that the trade goes out of the money, right? When the price of the indicative price travels above or outside the zone of our trade. Like if it's a sell, it'd be higher. If it was a buy, it'd be lower. And that rarely happens. That 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio is very difficult to obtain in some cases. So let's say that I have a trade that I have on right now. Let's say I have this trade right here, this US small cap that keeps tendering, right? It's like back and forth. It says it's, $51 in the hole, but don't pay attention to these numbers here. This is the market maker's little punch in your face, kind of mentality. They make that anything that they want. Okay, but we're looking at this number, the average price that we bought it for. Okay, so I got it for one contract, and I'm risking $75 to make 25. Right, I'm risking 75 to make 25. Right, or I want to reward myself 25 to risk 75. Right. So in this process, it's how do I, if it goes OTM, should I just leave that there and hope it comes back in? No, I would venture to say that I would want to purchase a contract in the opposite, not the opposite direction, but instead of risking 75, I want to risk 25. So I would put in an order. I would put in an order on if it was out of the money, right? I would click on the process, see, because it brought it up different. I want to do a buy, and I want to do it for 25. See, so because I'm on the buy side, I'm putting a working order on for $25 loss and $75 win. I'm adding another $25 to my process, right? So now look at that, it got bought. That is so weird. Okay, see, got bought right away. And the reason being, okay, see this US small cap, because it's a plus, right? I wanted to be higher than 1345, right? And it needs to travel up to that. It needs to go above that. Okay. So in this moment, I know news, right? So it got bought right away. It just got bought right away because it just made sense to it. It wasn't at 75, but it didn't jumped up real quick. And so what we have done now is that we've made this. In fact, it's even better than a risk to reward of 1-to-1. Okay. Because now if I stand to win, I'm going to win how much? Well, $56 times 2, right? Because I'm doing the void, right? So $56 times 2, so $112 is what I could win there. Does that make sense? The reason why we did this, and it's the same thing we do with the Wall Street here as well. We do on the buy side. And what we're looking to do is do a 25 and do that. Now it got bought too because it's below. So now what we've done, yes, if you have the money, do it. If you don't, then don't, right? But we got 18 minutes left. This process could still bounce up. You still want to look at the charts. You want to look at that process. And what you're trying to do is to create a situation that if you were to win, you're going to win a 1-to-1 risk to reward, right? I'm risking $100 now to make a little bit more than 100 or 100 or more. And that makes me feel much better, even if they both lose or they both win or what have you. But if they both lose, I'm out $200 instead of 150. So I'm adding $50 extra to that process, but I'm adding $50 to that process for the opportunity to win. Now, some people say, Max, you should also add in a take profit of this solution in here, because sometimes it'll dip down and it'll come close enough. And because you might get into money here where, you want to profit from that. You may not get the whole 44. You may get only half of that. And what does that look like? Well, we got to get a little creative, right? And what this looks like is I bought the products. You always want to sell higher than what you bought them for. Okay. So I bought this for $44.75, but how much do I want to make? Right. I want to make $25 at least on them. Okay. So I have to do 25 plus 44.75, right? Because remember, I always want to sell higher, because that's what I'm going to have to do, is sell higher than what I bought them for. So 25, so that'd be 69.75 to make my 25. So I want to sell them for 69.25, like that, right? And place order. And what that's going to do is down here, it's going to put that order on for 69.25. So if it gets close to the price, it'll sell this one out at 69.25, and I'll make $25 per contract. So I'll make 50 bucks, which would have been my original process. Now, why wouldn't I just let it ride if I'm okay with a one-to-one risk to reward? Well, remember that the market goes up and down. And if this is our mark that we have to be above, okay, that's where we're at right now, and it comes down below, sometimes it may come up and just come close enough and then pop back down, and we have that market order in. It may come back up, sell it, and then the market ends up going back down. We would end up losing anyway, right? But that's where we're at. But if our numbers are good enough, these situations of OTM happen. And sometimes you can get out of the trades pretty quickly. Like 1343 is only two units off, right? And we still got 15 minutes left. 24,530 is only 9 units off of here. So yeah, stuff can still happen. Still come back. Now, I'm going to leave one on and one off. We also picked up I think our crude oil one. Is that the one we picked up? Yeah. 3,400. Yeah, these ones are all kind of crazy. Again, I'm trading this during heavy news to test the TradingView system. So what did we end up trading? We didn't trade silver, right? It's on a 2-hour. Wow, that one went pretty good too. Let me show you this one. Here's the this is the signal right here, and here is the time frame. Pretty powerful. I'm very impressed. It's 4 o'clock. We gotta find 6. Jeez, like it was meant to be. Wow. And this one, of course, picked up and won. That's 1, 2, 3. Now this is all in the silvers, so I don't think that it wouldn't have gotten bought in. I'm just looking at there was no contracts on for those, or intraday contracts on for those times. So thanks, David. I appreciate that. Pro Plus allows 4 at a time. Premium is 8 charts at a time. Cool. You rock, buddy. I got to get each one of yours information. Paul, you'll have the source code, so you got to come to me so we can get this if you want to do it. I'm going to be putting the training together over the next couple of days. Again, this was all just practice for this morning, getting stuff over. Four, 5, 22. Yeah, this one's. Let me pull up indices 1 hour. Wall Street 30. That's where we need to be right there. I think it's 45, right? Got one more bar to be able to do that. 1341. We came up on the 1345, didn't we? I'm looking here real quick. 1345. Yeah, this was a mistake on our part. Here's why. What I'm seeing is that all dogs go to heaven. Here's where our line is down here. Look at this. I made a boo-boo. I'm used to with the futures and commodities and indices, when the commodities and indices, you got to stay on the lines on this is a Dex Atomic B. You got to stay on the lines. This is what protects us on the process, right? So if it would have stayed on the line, it may still lost. It may still lost because there's a major process happening right now here at the top of the hour. So we'll see. We'll see if it does come back up there. But again, this is all just practice. 25, 51, 512. Yeah, this one's way out. But again, it can move quick. 1341, 1345. So we got, $50 there. So we'd be at 150 total for the entire process if both of these lose. And again, not that I'm worried about, your perspective of what's going on right now. It's all okay because there's lots of work to do to fine tune the solution, like knowing to stay with, no matter what, just stay with the signal on there on commodities. You stay with the bar, right? Let's go this one right there. All right, we got the Dex Atomic Tex. I said text squad. I meant test squad. Oh no, this is the text. Okay, that's what it is. All right. Yeah, pretty cool. We'll be getting everybody on board in this solution over the next seat. Look, we're getting a return value up here at 9. Not that this will come back as a pretty impulsive, but we'll see what happens. Again, that was me punching a level from all the way over here, cutting that level out. But this is the true level right there. Now look at that. Kind of works like a charm. See, this would have been an OTM pushing out. This would have been, so here's my point right now being made in the market. 1, stay at the market. 2, if we would have signed OTM right here, okay, this would be back up, and we would have, if we did OTM and a 1-to-1 and then did a working order take profit, right, for 25, this would have been out already. This would have been done. We would have made our 50 bucks or our $50 right there and been done. Right? We don't get greedy to try to get the OTM here to make the 112. Right? We let it do its thing and make our 50 for sure. Right? But once we start doing these higher risk trades, then that's what that was, right? That's me doing a Forex market evaluation instead of this. This is how Dex Atomic works on what we call a Dex Atomic B. Okay. And it's only going to be named that for, it's going to be commodities indices, or, you know, I guess we can name it Dex Atomic B. So we got a few minutes left. It could possibly still climb out and head north. But as it is, we did an OTM here. This would have been a win at that point. Let's go over and have a look at the other and see what she's doing. It's the same thing there. Look at that. Oh, wait, no, here it is. We would have gotten, see, again, you can't get greedy because the signal came out and it moved all the way up. And I had been thinking, okay, well, let's find a place for it, right? And what did I do? I looked left. I went right there like that. And I was like, okay, 25, 5, 4, 5, 6, or whatever it was. And it's kind of pushing that mark right now, but the real number's down here. This would have gotten bought. See? 24.42. So maybe it would have gotten bought. Or maybe it wouldn't have. It would have kept us out of a very volatile market. But it knows the expansion. It knows where it moves over a period of time. That's what Dex Atomic B does. And see, even I'm the one who wrote it and should know that, you know. But again, my mentality is stuck in trading Forex all the time. Right? We got about 5 minutes left. Let's jump back over to the charts. You see that? I could have sworn it was a positive. It was weird. 24.50. Yeah, we got 39 pips on that one. Don't see that one. Maybe not returning. 1341, 1345, maybe 4 pips. Or 4 units there. 394. Oh, that one's just below crude oil. Again, let's look at that one. Let's see what we did. Did we break that one? Crude oil. Oh, this is on a 15-minute. No, wait, is that a 1 hour or 2 hour? Oh, no, it's still 2 hours. So did we break that one though? 33.95. Yeah, we sure did. 33.95. 33.20. Should have been all the way up here. 34. 33.95. That was all the way down here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that was right. That was right. That was in there. I got to check to see why it gave me a number up here. It slipped on me, but for why? Let's look at expansion. I guess I got to change it up for oil. Each one of these has a different value that I can change it to. Like silver can have a different value than gold and in that process. So let me look at that gold one there. 8 o'clock. So We wouldn't have had gold on anyway, but does the system predict it? Yeah, it did. There's the line. There's the call. Not bad. All right. Two minutes left. Look at this. What's it doing? See what it's doing right there. It's so weird. These two up here have about an hour left. There's nothing really. I mean, these two are expiring here. But again, we made boo-boos on these ones. So not hoping for the best. These two are definitely their losses, but they're thoughts in the process. Yeah, so now we're under the 2 minutes. They take away all the contracts. All of them disappear, so you can't get out. Doesn't matter if it wins or loses now. If somebody had 1345.8 and it was going to lose at the moment, there's no way they could get out even in the last minute. You know, you can get to 1345, but you don't get past that 0.8, you're still losing. Again, both of these trades would have won if we would have stayed at the level there. If we would have read our level right. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. $13.42. Yeah, it's not going to do anything crazy in the last 30 seconds here. These are good points to have. These are good trainings to have to watch the developer of it get in and do his thing as well. So we've learned some good lessons today. All right, we spent about an hour here going through the motions. We've learned some good lessons here. Let's look at some, I guess let's get back into it and look at the commodities on them again, see if there's anything else. There's a, let's get over to commodities 1 hour. Let me make sure I delete the other charts that I have on. Right. No signal. Gold doesn't have a signal. Boy, gold fell far. Sheesh. 1720. Means the economy's coming back. When gold starts to, well, that was the thing, like the pandemic, the gold dropped. So weird. So no signal on the commodities. Let's look at indices. 1 hour. Nothing there. Bop, bop, bop. Okay. Let's kill that chart. Kill that chart. Let's oh, I did indices by accident. I do 1 hour measure. There's some pretty good trades happening right now here. Let's look at the Audi JPY. What happened? Oh, wrong one. Bink and Audi JPY. So we're going to look right about there. 7096 on the Audi JPY. $70.98 right there. It's like crude oil, 33.95. Let's go back up again. 945. Yeah, Euro USD did really well. JPY, okay. Let's go back and look at some of the other ones. The Audi USD. Same thing. This time we're going to go right back up to, boy, that's tempting. A red line. Yeah, let's do that one. 65.66 on a red line. That's like at the money. $65.66. Right there. Now, the reason I did that is to test out on this charting system here. When the market has been stalled between two levels and it breaks through finally, this is something that is this breakout mentality, could end up coming down here and coming back up again. But we're going to see what happens here. We got into that trade. Look how fast it's Audi USD making money, $6.75, 11. I could do this too. Watch this. Because we sold it for 23. Remember, we always want to buy it more. We bought it for $40. So, or we sold it for $40. Okay. So if we wanted to make this, it should be down to 15, right? So what we do is we bought it at 15. So instead of 25 there, we do $15 and we place order. What this will do is that this will put this in a process because we bought it for so much, right? We're going to still make our 25 bucks, but we could do so pretty quickly. Now, the process here is that we're taking a little bit more risk, but this is a pretty powerful system to get in. And once you start getting above 25 and into $30, there's a great possibility that this could drop down real quick and increase this profit margin, right? So once we get to 25, once we get to 15, this is what it'll start making. We'll make $25 on this trade and be out, and that'll free up more margin. Right now we're doing a little bit more advanced trading. But we're shooting off of the red line here. All right, let's go back over to Euro JPY. There's another red line right there. Now, if we would have came in here at this red line when it first came off, we have this opportunity. This is a red line trade. All right. Well, I think that's about all the trading we're going to be doing for this morning and practicing, because I have some stuff to build out, some trainings to build out, things to get on. As we go throughout the week, you'll be seeing some of these videos come over. We really do appreciate you hitting the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. Also, if you have the availability to donate to Dex Effects to be a part of that process, we really do appreciate it. Everyone that donates, you put in consideration to get these products, get these systems. You're using them for free over in the Dex Atomic system. Please, there's ads everywhere. If you don't want ads, there is a subscription I'm going to be putting out to be adless, which is that for each person that comes over, we use I think we'll be doing like $20, $25 or something, like $20 a month, whatever it is, something really ridiculously low that you want it to see the majority of all the ads that are on there. We'll be working on that over the next couple of weeks to get the system out even honed in more as we get into the next part of the series here. 65, 66, that's still good. All right, I'm going to let you go. I got a lot of work to get done. You guys got a lot of trading to do, some learning to do. For those of you that are in my Dex Atomic squad, we'll be doing a meeting here soon, getting everybody together to kind of talk about the series and getting people in practicing using these systems. Okay, I'm Max Farrow. This is DexFXMarkets.com. I look forward to seeing you next time. And as always, trade well.